Do you add weight? Do you add reps? What do you do if you're trying to build muscle? The answer is neither one of those first. There's one more that you need to do first and prioritize this one before you do the other two. And I'm going to kind of give you the order in which you should do this, all right? So before you do either, there's one important aspect that you need to focus on. And that aspect is your form and that mind-muscle connection that you're getting. Tension is the number one thing that builds muscle. You have to have tension on the targeted muscle that you're training in order to get it to stimulate it and to add more muscle to that area and to create, damage in the muscle tissue. And so your body rebuilds it and comes back stronger. So tension is the number one thing. So before you focus on adding reps or adding weight to the bar or to the exercise, you first need to look at your form. So let's take this example. Let's say for bench press, you did 225 pounds, you did 3 sets of 10. Okay, so all 3 sets of 10, that's what you did. Now, the next time we bench press again, I want you, before you try to beat your reps or before you try to add weight to the bar, you're going to first try to beat that, but with better mind-muscle connection, with better connection from your brain to the targeted muscle that you're training. Because when you do that, you're going to get more out of that movement. Now, a lot of guys, especially younger guys, I'm guilty of this too, is they rush the weight on the bar. Because I used to think that, hey, the more weight I lift, the better I'm going to be, the faster I'm going to get there. And that wasn't necessarily the case. Remember, you're a bodybuilder. Whether you want to be one or not, you're shaping your body. You're changing the way your body looks. So that, by definition, is a bodybuilder. A power lifter is someone who moves the weight from point A to point B. Now, I was a power lifter, so I did that. But you want to also create that stimulus and kind of make the weight harder than it has to be. You want to milk as much as you can from those sets before you actually add anything. So going back to my example, second week now, or whatever it is, second workout, you're going 225. I want you to focus on 10 reps, but I want those 10 reps to be a nice stretch and a nice squeeze. A nice stretch, a nice squeeze. Every rep with control. You do that. Okay, that was a good one. And you do the second set. Same thing again. Control. Focus on the negative. Focus on keeping the tension on the targeted muscle. Don't be like a powerlifter and just try to slap the weight up. And listen, there's a time and place for that. If you're benching 160 pounds, then yes, you just got to move the weight from point A to point B. But again, third set comes, 10 reps, nice and controlled. Now that you did that for the second workout of this rotation, the third workout rolls around. Now, maybe you can either push the reps or push the weight. What I would do now, I'll tell you what I would have done in the past. What I would do now is I would focus on adding the reps. I would try to get 225 in this case for 11 or 12 reps on the first set, and then 11 or 12 on the second set, and then try to at least do 10 again on the third, because obviously fatigue builds up and you're not going to be as strong, whatever. But you get the idea. I try to add the reps first. I'd rather add the reps first. I'd rather milk the reps, because obviously reps are a little bit better when it comes to putting the tension on the target muscle. Then once I kind of hit that threshold ceiling of the rep range that I'm doing, so in this case, if I'm benching and I want to stay between 10 and 12 reps, if I hit 12 for all 3, then what I'll do is I'll add 5 pounds to the bar and I'll start back over again. So most people just force the weight on like I did in the beginning. And that's a big mistake, because again, you can only get so much out of that. You're not a powerlifter, you're not moving the weight from point A to point B. You're a bodybuilder, you're trying to change the way your body looks. So to keep that tension on the targeted muscle. So I would always start with better form, better mind-muscle connection first. If I feel like that set could have been crisper, I won't rush the reps or the weight. Remember, your strength is not always linear. You're not just going to keep adding weight to the bar or keep adding reps. You're not just going to keep doing that. But you can make your form better, make your mind-muscle connection better. And by doing that, you're going to milk as much of that movement as you can. Remember, it's not about actually benching 400 pounds. It's about looking like you can bench 400 pounds. And yes, typically, if you do this right, you can look like you bench 400 pounds and bench press 400 pounds. That's the goal. But you want to be able to look at it as well. If you notice some power lifters, again, they moved away from point A to point B, you look at them and you're like, they don't even look like they have muscle. So that's not the goal either. The goal is to look like you bench that weight. All right? Like I said, younger me, would have just rushed the weight on the bar. And I did that for a long time, and that's not right. Now I'm older now, I'm smarter now, I'm trying to have really longevity in this. And now I know, focus on my muscle connection, focus on making my reps more quality. Then I add some reps. Then once I cap out my rep range for that movement, then I add the weight. That's the way, the best way I know when it comes to answering this age-old question. Do you add reps or do you add weight? The answer is neither. You first focus on your form, and then you do either one of those. And in order, I always add reps, and then I add weight, okay? So what do you typically do? I'm curious. Do you add weight or do you add reps? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious. And because you made it this far into the video, I got a free gift for you, my friend. A free 6-week training program that I want to give you, no strings attached. All you got to do is click that link below and download the program. I just want to help you pack on more muscle and avoid all the mistakes that I made along my 20-year journey, all right? This was Anthony, AB Fitness. I'll catch you guys on the next one.